On to more music. Episode 529 of Fine Music is led by Jim Babwe.
Well, first, I need to tell you guys that one of my new favorite groups has just released a single from an album that they plan to release in April, and that would be Viagra Boys. And the release single is Man Made of Meat.
I Go ahead, go
You
ahead.
saw it? No, did you see
Yes,
it?
yes. Go ahead, go ahead,
It's
go ahead.
just awesome. It's awesome. I think, I don't know if any, I'm sure it's probably been done, but I would like to see a scholarly study that examines the connection between creativity and mental illness
Hmm.
or mental health, however you want to look at it. Um, they make compelling stuff. I just really like them. And when I found out that they are going to be appearing at this upcoming April's Coachella thing, the music festival in Coachella, I decided I would take a look at the prices. Now, I want to share some of these prices with you guys. Just check it out. You can get first off, it takes place over the course of 3 consecutive weekends, beginning with April 11th, excuse me. Now, if you want, say, a hotel package that includes the price of admission, you can go to, what's this, to the Embassy Suites by Hilton Palm Desert. A room with a king bed, two guests, and the prices start at $3,243.47. Okay. You could get two queens in a room for $4,633.97. Plus, by the way, these are plus tax. Okay. Now, I've never been to the Coachella Music Festival. I don't know if you guys have ever been.
Once.
Were you able to just camp somewhere like in the middle of town? Uh,
Well,
just
here's the
near the,
thing.
yeah.
I worked it
Oh, okay.
long time ago, but
Nice.
after my shift was done, I was a my employees and I, we were just all hanging out and enjoying a free event, which was for a little while, and then we had to come back home. So
I did that at the Doheny Blues Festival one year. That was pretty fun too. But you know, I'm looking at these prices, and even if you don't get a hotel and you camp, I think you have to reserve a tent. I mean, you can't bring, I don't know if you can bring your own tent or what the deal is. But you know, okay, now going back, the lineup of musicians for all these 3 weekends, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's a really cool lineup. In fact, I was surprised to see the Misfits on the same.
yes, I did see the Misfits on that list. The
Yeah,
original members, the
that's
original.
what I heard.
I
That's what I
saw
heard.
my wife and I saw them at the Kia Forum years back with the originals, so was surprised that they got added at Coachella. It's unheard of for them to even be at that event.
They sold at the Forum. They performed at the Forum. Did they sell out at the Forum?
When
Curious.
my wife got them, yeah, they did sell out, but we got lucky to get good seats and we saw them and it was a fantastic show.
Well, the bands that are on the agenda for the upcoming Coachella Festival, a lot of them, to be honest, I've never heard of. But on the same day that the Viagra Boys are playing, you could see Green Day and the Misfits.
Oh, Green
And
Day.
Wow.
I'm looking through Jimmy Eat World. I've heard of them.
Oh, Jimmy World, I ate the world.
Yeah.
I ate it.
Oh man, I hope it didn't give you indigestion.
Who's
No.
Jimmy?
Lady Gaga headlines on the 11th of
Lady Gaga, Lady
April.
Gaga. Yep.
Yeah, and let me look through the list here. Um, now, there's a band listed called These Sacred Souls. Now,
Yes. Spencer brought them up on the channel a while back, so I fell in love with them, and they're considered very oldies. They play a lot of oldies,
I
even though
have
they're new.
I need to look them up because I know some people in a band. I can't remember whether they have two E's
Yeah, they do. They
in
do.
yeah, they do.
Please.
These Sacred Souls do, but I think I know another band. I don't know if they have. I don't know if it's the same band. It might be the same band. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, but I need to look them up. Let's see who else is on this list. Post Malone. I'm not really a big fan there. I do have a question though. Why don't they have white ink for black people for tattoos? You ever wonder about that?
White
Just
ink?
white ink for black. I mean, it seems to me that you're not really getting your money's worth if there's not a contrast between the tattoo and your skin. You know what I mean? You and I don't have that problem because the ink has enough level of contrast to be seen, to be interpreted. But and I don't know, how much do tattoos cost? And
Controversy today on fine
how
music.
that's right.
Zimbabwe.
That's right. And how do college students afford all of those tattoos? I don't know.
I
You
have
know,
no clue.
has nothing to do with music, so
Questions are
let's get
better
back to
left
it. Okay? Anyway, this past
unanswered.
week I decided, you know, the title of the group is Fine Music, and basically I've been rediscovering more than I've been finding new stuff. So I really appreciate the fact that you guys introduce new stuff. This past week, these are some bands that I have been rediscovering and been listening to a lot over the past few days. The Kinks, which is a rock and roll band. If you get a chance, listen to their live recordings or watch their live recordings on YouTube. Jane's Addiction. I never really paid that much attention to the lyrics because I was kind of blown away by the jazzy punk stuff that they played. I really like their music. It's unpredictable, and I believe that in order to perform that kind of music, you have to be a really skillful musician. Okay, and then a band that we've talked about in a different incarnation, and we mentioned them today when Fred brought in Wizard, The Move, which was ELO before ELO, and um, had a lot of fun listening to a few of their songs. California Man, Brontosaurus, Beautiful Daughter. They have a lot of really cool stuff. And
Do ya want my love?
yep, yep. I mean, it's
The
a lot
original
of fun
version.
to listen. Yeah, it's a lot of fun to listen to that stuff these days. So, um, those are some bands that I would like to see again at some point. I saw the Kinks at UC Irvine when I was a student there. I saw Jane's Addiction, The Cramps, and Wall of Voodoo in either Tijuana or San Diego. I don't remember which for
I think I
various
was
reasons.
in Tijuana
Yeah, eating
eating
barbecued.
barbecue iguana.
So that's my presentation for today. Look forward to hearing from you, Charlie.
Yeah, I saw the Kinks a couple of times. I saw the Kinks open they were the headliners when Lola came out, when that album came out. They finally got to tour the States after being banned.
When I was working at the Cal Poly Pomona radio station, that was when Preservation Act 1 came out. And because I was working at the radio station, we got invited to their release party at Capitol Records in Los Angeles, or RC, I can't remember. Was it the Round Building? I don't know. Anyway, uh, I was really surprised when Ray Davies asked me if I had any pot, and I didn't. So, but I've always loved the
Yeah.
Kinks. Good band. Rock and roll
Yeah,
band.
at that concert, they played loud.
They were
They
loud
had
at the concert
big
that I saw
speakers,
too.
and Dave Davies just like poured on guitar.
Yeah.
The MC5 opened up
Oh,
for them.
oh my God. That would have been fun.
Oh, it was incredible. It was the original band.
What was your first concert?
My first,
Yeah.
I went to folk clubs mostly before I saw a concert, but my first concert was uh, the Byrds
Oh, nice.
without Gene Clark. He had just left.
Wow. There's a story about who's the leader? Who's the leader of the Birds? Tell me his name.
Roger McGuinn.
Roger McGuinn. There's a story about how he had a camera installed at the end of his driveway. That's a security measure, and rumor has it that he spent a lot of time looking at that, just watching the live feed from the camera outside of his driveway. But that's just a rumor, don't know.
How I title this episode?
How about
VIAGRA Boys.
related tangents?
Oh, I
Okay.
like that.
You
Related
got it. You got
tangents.
it.
Like that.
And we must move on to another tangent.